Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Innisdale and our 2022 music night. Hey, Jody in the back. Oh, hey, Jody. Maybe a little less of that one, just while I'm talking to the audience. Thank you. And you can turn the music down now too, Jody. Thank you very much. A big round of applause for Jody in the booth. So yes, I'd like to welcome you here, and the students have done a lot of work to prepare for this, and it's been a long time coming. We've been looking forward to, please come on in. Absolutely, no, please. Super informal night tonight. We're just happy everyone's here. Take your time, and it's okay. It's all good. We're just happy we're doing this again. Yeah, and take your time, there's no rush. We are actually a little bit behind schedule too, as we just had a great talk in the warm-up room before we were coming out. And it's a bit of a reminder for us about how we do these kinds of things. And so we're gonna just ask for some leeway, for little mistakes here and there. We haven't done a concert since 2019. I know. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But let's get started with some music. So tonight you're going to hear the grade 11 and 12 combined class, our senior class. You're going to get a chance to hear that combined class with our new drumline. And then we're going to get a chance to hear the grade 9 and 10 combined class. And then at the very end, our last two selections is going to be our combined concert band. So it's not a long program, but it's very special. So welcome to the stage, our grade 11 and 12 senior class. It's all good. It's meant, and many of these pieces are meant for a large concert band. And so we have, in some cases, one person per part. And they're doing a great job of filling in that sound and making it sound great. Even though it's a small group, they're doing a good job. So we're going to continue now with the ballad. This is called the Scottish Ballad, arranged by Robert Sheldon. that piece is called The Last Voyage of the Queen Anne's Revenge, and it is written by a Canadian composer named Ryan Meagor. And he is writing music that is being published and performed by bands all over North America. He's a great Canadian composer. And he actually travels to music festivals and does adjudications for bands just like this. And one of the hopes that we have next year is that we're going to be able to even participate in Music Fest regionals and go to those festivals. They're great for the band, they're great for the kids. They get lots of information and adjudication from professionals in the industry, and they just get a lot of good learning opportunities at those festivals, and they get to see other kids perform and do exactly the same thing they're loving to do. So I'm really hoping that that opportunity is there for us again next year. Now, I'm going to ask the drumline. You can go get what you need. So I'm going to just stall for 1 minute while we get our drums out here. It's not a secret. We were able to get some new equipment over this past couple of years when things changed and we weren't able to perform with wind instruments. At first we started on just on buckets. I went to Home Depot in Rona. I bought all the paint pails they had and a half-inch doweling, and I cut them into drumsticks. And we were playing on buckets. Yeah. And you know what, to their credit, the kids loved it because rhythm's rhythm, and they had fun, and they really enjoyed it. And then our principal in our administration, but Mr. McKaiser, our principal, I think he saw what we were trying to do, and come on out. Yeah, come on out, right into this. He invested in this. And this will actually say, thank you, Mr. McKaiser, for the picture, if you could. He's not going to say. Where are you going, Oscar? I need the picture. Oh, okay, I got it. So, Mr. McKaiser would be here. In fact, these things happen. This all came together pretty last minute. And so all of the administration, usually they do come out to these events. But of course, we didn't know really until about 10 days ago if everyone was going to be able to come out. We usually set these dates back in September. I'm appreciative that you could all make it too. So we just have our bass drums coming out. This is our first time actually trying to do this, so safety first. Littlest drum to biggest drum. There we go. So there are more parts to this drum line. This is only part of it. There are 2 tenor toms, and there's actually 1 more bass drum and 2 more snares. And so what we're hoping to do next year is fill out this roster with new members and existing members and anyone who wants to join. And so there's a lot of opportunity in our program next year to fill out some spots. Just waiting on 2 more drums. We're remembering how to do this. It's okay. This is why we're calling it Music Night this year, and not the official spring concert, because it's informal and it's relaxed and there's no pressure. Here we go. 1 more. We're making it's a very dramatic entrance. Suspenseful. I do want to say that I think it's been amazing what the students have been able to do this year, even with this year the way things are on and off, and with things being the way they've been. I think the students have done a great job being resilient, so maybe we put our heads together. All right, this one's pretty fun. This is called Shout It Out, and they're going to play it without me conducting, and I'm going to talk us through this with the drum line. You ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Ready? You sure?
Yeah.
Ready. Ready to rock. Okay, here we go. This is Shout It Out. All right. This is the final one. So that is the final performance for the grade 11 and 12 class. They've done a great job this semester. And it's time to exit. Till later, they'll be back. I have to go and we have a great time in 10 class. We're going to invite a special guest to join us. Rashad, our tuba player from the senior class, is going to sit in with the band. Okay. Rashad, he's going to sit in with the group. And our tuba player from grade 9 class, Adam, fantastic musician, and unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. He really wanted to be, and so we're all wishing he could be here, but Rashad is going to help us out. And I just have an instrument to get him. The first thing we learn is tone. And the first time we create a sound, it's surprising. And for all of the different instruments, they have these sounds that they make when we first start learning them. The tone is the first thing. And the wind behind the sound is the engine that makes the music. And so we focus on tone. Once we get tone, we focus on holding the instrument the right way, and we start learning notes. And the first song that we usually learn that has a recognizable melody is this one. Okay, so it's a great song. It's a classic. I think we can do something a little bit different though with this song. Can we do something new with it? Yeah. Can we try something different? Remix it? Maybe? Just give me 1 second. I set the bass up for a reason. And, well, I'm not going to play the saxophone today. We do some improvisation a little bit in class. And we came up with a different version of this tune that makes it a little more interesting, gives us a chance to try to have some fun with it. Just make sure it's on bass sound. Oh. Yeah, right. all perched. Okay. Give it a stern talk. That'll work. Are you ready? Nate? Can you drop an old school beat? And solos even. So that's cool. So we did a little bit of improv on the rhythm of that one. We changed it up and made it sort of unique to our band, which is kind of a fun way to play it. And it gets us also playing some different styles, which is nice. We're going to continue with a piece called Creatures in the Attic. This group has learned 3 full band pieces, which I think is a pretty cool accomplishment. We've learned 3 full band pieces, and we're going to start with this. So there's some cool instrument effects in there. And in one part it just says, play any note, which gives it that dissonant kind of scary sound. So for the rest of today, for tonight's program, we're going to invite a group onto the stage that has been working together at lunch hours. And this is what I will call now our Innisdale Secondary School concert band. Come on, everybody. And we decided we'd combine everyone together because the more people who are playing together, the more fun we have. It's a pretty big band. Yeah. So this is the Innisdale concert band. And I'll tell you a story, a brief story, of the grade 12s and grade 11s remember this, grade 9s and 10s, you were still in elementary school. I'm very proud of this music program, and we had some terrific success. I have worked with wonderful colleagues over the years. Laura Christie, who is now up at OSS, Karen Parnell, who is our vocal and choir director. And we've had terrific times. And in 2018, we were lucky enough to travel to Music Fest Nationals with 2 concert bands. And we walked away with a senior concert band gold at the Nationals and a junior concert band silver. And it was a wonderful time. And the grade 12s who were here remember it, because they were grade 10. The grade 11s here, you remember it? Yeah. So and then it happened, right? And then things changed, and we've been sort of living with what we've had to live with the past couple of years. And I'm very proud of this program. I'm very proud of what we were able to do. But that was the past. This is the future. And I'm hoping that every year more. Remember that breathing thing I talked to you about? That's all you have to do. Yeah. I'm hoping that over the years more students enjoy it. concert we've done in years that ends in less than 3 hours. If you've ever been to our concerts from before, they went on a long time. So it is nice that we're inside of an hour for this one, and it's a nice amount of music. We are going to, after we're done, have a little bit of cleanup to do. And so one of the benefits of finishing within an hour is we do have to take our instruments back to the music room. And then we're going to leave the chairs and the stands and the percussion equipment here, and we can come back period 1 class and we'll clean that up tomorrow morning. But I do want to make sure your instruments are safe and sound and back in their lockers. Now, if you're taking your instrument home tonight, then you can just visit for a little bit before you go home, and it can go with you and come back tomorrow. That's entirely up to you to decide. But if you are going to take them back to the music room, I will walk back, open up the room, and we'll just put them away for the rest of the night, and then you can come back and have a little visit before. Sound good? Okay. All right, so this is our last piece, and it's fun. It's called Key Lime Pie. And yes, it is. Some of them didn't know that that was a real dessert. We're learning all kinds of things. It's a great dessert. Anyway, this is our last song, and the reason it's the last song of the schedule of the program, as I said, is because it is the dessert. It happens at the end of the program. And again, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. This has been a terrific evening, and we're doing this again. And you know, we weren't sure what it was going to be like when we set out to do this. It's amazing. We're having a great time. But thank you. I hope to see you all again in the fall, because we're going to have our winter concert in the fall, and so we hope you can come back and join us then. Yes. Oh, actually, thank you for asking. Sure. Thank you very much. Yes. No tickets. We didn't know. It was just, this all came together last minute, and so of course we offered this to be free because we just want people to come out and have fun. Students as well. And so we wanted everyone's friends and everyone to come out. But of course, yes, donations are welcome, and we do have. We'll have 2 students. They have a cash box out front, and if you're, it's please only if you feel necessary. But yes, of course, we do, and we do fundraise for next year. So we'll be trying to put as much of that into this program as we can. Okay, thank you. Oh, I remember how much fun that was. You can guess. Please go turn the house lights on. Jody's just gonna turn the house lights on, and then you'll be able to see for walking and stepping out. It'll make it a lot safer.